Good morning, students. In today's lecture, this is the very first lecture of mine of Marketing Management, Module 4. In this particular lecture of mine, I'll be focusing upon the aspect of promotion and marketing program. In this particular unit, you all will be studying that what exactly is the term marketing and how the promotional activities have taken place or have made the marketing a better thing and more logical. Till now, you all have studied a great thing or a great dots of marketing processes, and you have also seen that what exactly drives your consumer toward the particular product. To begin with, what exactly is the difference between marketing, or what do you exactly know by the term marketing? Marketing is what you say and how you say it when you want to explain how awesome your product is and why people should buy it. Marketing is an ad, marketing is a brochure, marketing is a press release. The reality is that marketing sits at the intersection of the business and the customer. So, what exactly do you mean by the term marketing? Marketing is all about the mannerism or the process by which your business will actually reach to your ultimate consumer or a customer. The great arbiter of self interest of the business and needs of all the buyer. It is a great arbiter of the self interest. Say for example, if you say that why do the people actually buy a particular product, the basic reason is marketing process itself. Marketing is going to involve series and multiple of things as shown in the diagram itself. It involves advertising, it involves branding, it involves publicity, pricing, strategy, online marketing, public relations, social media, direct marketing, sales, and research. Now, marketing is basically it, as I've already written in my slide also, that it sits between the intersection of a business and the customer itself, because ultimately the customer is going to be driven towards your market to buy a product. Just, or you can say that if a consumer is going to get driven toward a particular product when and only when if he or she is being marketed properly. Why you all have opted for BBA from BBD? Because the marketing of BBD is far more excellent than any of the colleges of such type or any of the university of such type. So basically, marketing is going to involve a kind of a process wherein a product's identity is being created into the minds of the consumers. Importance of marketing. Excuse me. Importance of marketing. If you say that, what exactly do you mean by the term importance of marketing? Marketing importance holds certain elements in which customer satisfaction or consumer satisfaction is one of the most important thing. Unless and until the consumer or the customer is being satisfied, the product cannot be sailed through. Marketing strategy, customer satisfaction is the main focus, and in today's scenario, the product performance and the customer expectations are to be matched in paradigms. Because, say for example, you go to a particular showroom to buy a shirt. You see a shirt, you take the shirt, pay the bill, and then bring it back to the home. The moment you wear the shirt, it scratched or it crumbles down, or you can say if you wash it before actually wearing it, the size of the particular shirt shrinks down. What will happen? A kind of dissatisfaction will automatically occur, and this is going to make your entire persona change towards the particular brand, that I'm not going to buy this brand come what may. So ultimately, the customer satisfaction is the very must thing which is going to be interacted and which should be done with the marketing process. And the product performance and the customer satisfaction are correlated with one another. And marketing actually does it for a very considerable, or he or it does it with a considerable effort. Selling a particular product, or selling, you can say, selling a juice bottle and to a particular consumer who actually do not drink juice at all, is a tough task. But when it is being marketed properly to the acute consumer and to the consumer who actually needs it, the process begins to sail through. Competitive advantage, importance of marketing plan, because the effective marketing, there is a healthy competition in the market. The proactive nature of the professional marketers help in decision making. See, competitive advantage, the marketing, the importance of another importance of marketing is the competitive advantage is going to be taking place. Now, if you see that, why do the people uh, tend to buy, or why do the people tend to open a particular shop or a particular coaching center onto a particular place where lots and lots of coaching centers are already being available? The reason is competitive advantage. Because the thing is that, students, that say for example, I have a coaching of my own and I opt to open in a particular space where there's no traffic, and where it is lots and lots of peace, and I'm now marketing my particular thing. Will the consumer or will the students come to the particular coaching? I think, and I am pretty much sure that the answer is no, because at one particular place where there are lots and lots of number of the same type of thing, I know that you all will be thinking that that the concept of competition will be there. Yes, there will be lots and lots of competition, but a kind of a healthy competitive environment will be created, and you can actually see that what your competitor is doing and make the thing accordingly change in your business, in your own business. Say for example, if a competitor is adopting foreign language classes, and he or she has taken a language of say Spanish or German, you can take a language of French, and you can appoint a French teacher who is actually going to give the knowledge of the French. So competitive advantage is being created by the help of marketing place only, or by the help of marketing only. Corporate image. Importance of marketing of the business is to build the corporate image of a particular firm. High performance of the firm is achieved due to the effective and the efficient marketing strategy. See, uh, let's take an example of your particular product, Patanjali. What Patanjali has done a tremendous effort in the field of marketing. Now, earlier when Baba Dev came into existence, he came as a kind of a person who teaches yoga, or who teaches the things about the medicines and all. They came with the medicines, and slowly and gradually, as they entered into the market, they realized if we try to bring something new into the minds of the people, because the tendency of the people is to buy more things in less price, so we can introduce, or in collaboration with those Ranjit Foods and all, he started uh, making a thing into pulses. Then he switched to rice, then to biscuits, then to jam, then to noodles. And slowly and gradually, he marketed the thing in such a good manner that each and every individual automatically gets driven towards his product. Now, it is just with the help of marketing itself only that Baba Ramdev is now a kind of an entrepreneur, is a kind of a person who is creating the jobs, and he's giving job and all. So actually, the corporate image, and now he is into that particular corporate image of your of your business world. People do take the name of Baba Ramdev as a corporate person. Why? Because the marketing of that particular product, Patanjali, has been done in such a considerable manner that people started getting acquired to it, towards it particularly. Next is expansion of business. Excuse me. Expansion of business, the importance of marketing. Efficient marketing helps to grow business from local, national to international level. The business has expanded. Now, you people will be maybe thinking that what does exactly do you mean by term of expansion or growing of the business? It actually means that now your business is no longer your to be a global proxemics of a particular country. It uh, it slowly and gradually has taken a metamorphosed change, and since with the evolution of your globalization and liberalization, the country's proxemics have been broken, and with an evolution of good marketing techniques, now the people are able to expand their business not only in the country itself but in the global scenario also. Economies of scale, importance of marketing in organizational success. Professional marketer takes proactive decision. Therefore, there is an increase in demand of the firm's product. Increase in demand will result in the large scale production and distribution. Now, since the organization and the professional marketer has started taking the proactive decisions, that means that say for example, on on making a survey of an entire say Lucknow region, I found out that there is no personality development classes in specific. So, what I am going to do, if I am a professional, I am going to look for a market that where exactly I can open this type of institute. So, where I will open it, I can open it in Gomti Nagar, I can open it in Mahanagar, or in Hazratganj area, or in some places where I can get lots and lots of crowd. Because the moment I open a particular institute of mine in the places like you can say in your Sitapur Road area where there is lots and lots of competition, though there though the kind of consumer which I actually want will not be available over there. But if I started opening in the kind of Gomti Nagar area, or you can say near the Chenat area and all, or you can say if in the areas of your Mahanagar and all, the consumer will actually get driven towards it. So I am taking a proactive decisions. That means that I am actually making the thing aware to the consumer by looking the research of the market, or by actually creating the proactive decision terminology, wherein the moment I open my particular institute, the demand will start coming onto it, and the result will be large scale of uh, things will be occurring. Efficiency, importance of marketing, effective, uh, effective marketing brings higher profit. Now, efficiency can only be made by the marketing process. Like I have told you that there are lots and lots of perennials of marketing like advertisement, branding, sales promotions, selling techniques, promotional activities and all. This has automatically increased the efficiency of the people, and not only of the people, but also of the you can say of the organization at large. Organizational objectives. Now, the organizational objectives of any organization, you can say the example of say a telecom sector or a health sector or any such sector. The organizational objectives has automatically been started incurring, and they are of utmost importance to get accomplished by your marketing techniques itself. Optimum use of resources. Importance of marketing: due to the effective marketing, the company gets higher demand for goods and services. Increase in demand will lead to higher production and distribution. See, optimum utilization of resources means that the resources of your land, labor, and capital are being used in such a manner that it is being optimally being used. Optimally being used means that they are being used in an optimum sense. They are not being used, they are not being drilled away, and they are not being exploited in such a manner that they can not they get that they become exhausted and all. They are being used in such a manner that higher demand is automatically being created, and the higher demand will automatically lead to the higher production and services, distribution of your things. Brand loyalty: importance of marketing will automatically create brand loyalty among the minds of the consumers, because what actually happens is that you can say the marketing is not a phenomena which is in your age, but it has been in the far stretched previous decades also. Say your great grandfather and your great grandfather, there must be a brand loyal towards certain things. So if you try to change their brand loyalty, they won't deviate from that because they will think that this thing is far more appropriate. So in reality, marketing has created such an impact into their minds that they are brand loyal towards the particular product only, and nothing else. Brand equity: brand equity uh, develop due to the marketing activities. Brand equity increases the value of the product. See, with the help of marketing, you can also develop your brand equity factor. The equity or the desirability of the particular product can be obtained by marketing only. Say, for instance, if you say that why do I prefer Patanjali over, you can say, over your Godrej, or you can say over your Britannia, or any other things, things like that, because the moment I see that particular thing, that Patanjali product, it automatically creates the intrinsic value of mine that it is of better quality, and since the price is also low and it is cost effective. So marketing is doing all the things at one go. Excuse me. Brand image: the brand image of any marketing or the marketing activity automatically gets improved by your marketing itself, because a good brand, and for instance, if you say that marketing strategy of any of the company, you can name McDonald's, or you can make name KFC and all. They have created a brand image. Why do we still prefer McDonald's over Burger King? Because the thing is that that brand image of McDonald's has created such a kind of an impact. Though we are in a habit of taking the different taste and the different on a different day, but still those people who have that particular image of that clown, or have that image of those M and all, so they will automatically driven towards that particular product, because the power of the marketing component of or the advertisement, or whatever you want to say, of McDonald's is far more better than your Burger King and all. Benefits to the stakeholders: importance of marketing has a high return of the firm. Now, it is quite obvious that the stakeholders will get benefited by this marketing, because the thing is that the marketing has automatically given reason to the returns of the firm. The returns of the firm has become considerably improved, and the result is that it automatically has risen in the profit margin of your company, that has taken a benefit to the stakeholders. The stakeholders are now being benefited by at large, by the company itself, on your marketing aspect, or because of your marketing only. So, so this was all about your marketing concept. That what exactly is marketing and all about. Now let us begin with the concept of management. Now, students, the thing is that you all have studied marketing. Marketing is a process wherein you are going to drive your consumers towards a particular product. You are actually creating the identity or the image of the product or the company to the consumer. Or you can say that as I already being told to you that there is an intersection between your consumer and your company. Now, what does this element marketing management means? Management is a process of getting things done in an organized and efficient manner. Marketing management aims at efficient operations of marketing activities. Now, you all, or not only you, but I also, or we all belong to the family of management. What does the term management means? Management means to do a particular thing in an organized and efficient manner. Now, if the work of advertisement or if the work of your say your selling, your organizing, or you can say your say those personal relationships with the consumer and all, or promotional activities are being done in an organized manner. That means that they are being done in such a manner that they are making the consumer being aware of the particular product, that this is the product all about and it is matching your needs and you can buy it at this particular price. So this is an organized manner and an efficient manner to actually drive your consumer towards that particular product. Marketing management soothes the process of exchange of ownership of goods and services from the seller to the buyer. Now, marketing management, as we all know, that marketing management is all about your seller and buyer relationships, or you can say it is a seller buyer relationship that actually exchange the ownership of your goods and all. So, marketing management is, or the management is going to smoothen up the process of exchange. Like all the other area of your management companies, planning, organizing, directing, coordinating, and controlling. They are. This is the process of marketing management, and this take place somewhere within the marketing system itself. Having seen the marketing system portrayed, you know that somewhere can be within any of the many companies manufacturing wholesale, retail that make up to it. Now, this particular paragraph actually defines that marketing management is doing your work of your planning, organizing, controlling, directing, staffing, and all. And this is the work of your management. As you all know, you must have studied in your business organization subject itself that the effective or the efficiency or the efficacy of your management involves the planning, organizing, controlling and staffing and coordinating of the activities in such a manner that efficacy or the efficiency of an organization can be obtained. In the similar manner, when the planning, organizing, directing, coordinating, controlling are being done by the for the activities of your advertisement or for the activities of your selling and all, they are making the particular product logically being introduced to the consumer, and the consumer will not have any kind of you can say any kind of disruption or like that uh, to get automatically driven towards such products. Now, what is an importance of marketing management? There is certain importance also. uh, Marketing helps in transfer, exchange, and movement of goods. See, your marketing management is dealing in planning, it on organizing, controlling, staffing, directing of the goods in such a manner that they are being automatically being driven towards the consumer. So it believes in the actual transfer, the exchange, and the movement of goods in such a manner that the goods are being targeted or the goods are being moved on, or they are being moved to the consumer in such a manner that the needs and the wants are being automatically being adjusted to the products itself, and they can actually match to the needs and wants of the consumer. Marketing is helpful in raising and maintaining the standard of living. This marketing management will now, if you say that how this marketing management has improved, or why do we actually need it? Because the moment you say that my need is food, clothes, and shelter, my basic need of everyone, so marketing management will now focus upon your income aspect, that what kind of food and what kind of clothing and what kind of shelter will fix to your need aspect. If your need is basic and general, then the marketing management will drive a particular product which that meets your basic and general need. And if your need and want, if your need is not a need but a want, then then that particular marketing management is going to drive your particular product towards you in accordance to that. So marketing creates employability. Yes, it definitely creates an employability, because the thing is that marketing management involves lots and lots of processes, that involves lots and lots of physical labor and the mental labor. And the moment you use the word physical labor and the mental labor, the employment opportunity will automatically get created. Marketing is a source of income and revenue. Yes, it is a very good source of your income and revenue, because these days it is, and particularly if you are doing a particular business which is of interest, and that is matching to the needs of your consumer, then the income and the revenue will be scorching. Marketing act as a basis of making decisions. Yes, the basic decision of any company is to make profit, and to make profit they need consumer, and for consumer they need marketing. So automatically the basis of your any company is marketing itself, because the decision factor is being made by the marketing management itself. Marketing act as a source of new ideas. The new idea are automatically being flowed away by marketing management itself. Marketing is helpful in development of your economy. Yes, it is very much, it is pretty much helpful in development of your economy, because uh, the moment you say that the GDP of your country is going down, like in the few days back only, the GDP of the country was not moving down, or it was moving down, and the country's condition was not in a good mark. So I know that we all know that what country did. They opened liquor shops. Now, though it is something which is a kind of a amazing factor, that you can see that half of the GDP is being covered by that particular opening of your liquor shops and all. So actually, the marketing and the management, the efficient management, makes the economy function. Why only liquor shop? Because the consumption pattern of the people is such, and people are automatically being promoting that by drinking of liquor, all the COVID will not affect you, though it doesn't happen. But in reality, they have promoted this thing. So people have and the moment they opened this particular shop of liquor, the people who were the regular habitant of drinking and all, they bought it in abundance, and the economy got stabilized. And that is happening, and that happened just because of the marketing. Now, this was something about your you can say your marketing aspect, or your marketing management. Now, what is promotion in marketing management? This slide of mine is going to tell you that what is promotion. Big sale, this particular person is the employee of the month and all, on this particular method of promotion to the people at large. Big save, hot price, promotion activities and all. These are basically the activities or the mannerism by which you are attracting or appeasing the consumer at large. Promotion refers to the entire set of activities that communicate the product, brand, service to the user. The idea is to make people aware, attract, induce to buy the product. Now, why do we actually promote, or why are we promoting? We are promoting because of the reason that we want every individual to buy a product. And in marketing, promotion refers to any kind of marketing communication that is being used to persuade the target audience of the relative merit of the product, service, brand, or issue. Now, you all have seen the ad of your iPhone and all, or you have seen the ad of your Apple, or you have seen the ad of your Mercedes Benz and all. What kind of audience do the particular buy? And or have you ever seen the ad of Hummer? I don't think so that we all must, or some of you must not be knowing about this particular brand, Hummer. It's a brand of car which is very expensive, and it is being said that there are only four Hummer in India, which is being owned by four people, four prominent people, particularly MS Dhoni, Mika Singh, Harbhajan Singh, and your Pratik Yadav. And these four people have bought it from somewhere because they are of a class. When you talk about MS Dhoni, or when you talk about Mika Singh, or when you talk about Harbhajan, or when you talk about Pratik Yadav, they are brand themselves and they are a particular audience. Now, Mercedes Benz, or those freshly Mos and all, or you can say those Apple products, no one is going to buy a mobile phone worth rupees 75,000 and is going to make a show off of it, though people are buying it. So it is a kind promotion is actually targeting the audience. Say the moment they flash with a sale or they flash with a ad of your iPhone, they flash it very classy, or they target business executives. They open with an executive class, or they can say they open with a kind of they involve foreign people and all too much by actually indicating that it belongs to a class. So I do not mean to say that if it doesn't involve any Indian, it is not belong to a class. But they are making a thing, or they are doing such a kind of a business, or they are making such a kind of an ad that involves too much too of your professionals and all, a professional behavior, a professional gesture, a professional momentum. Similarly, if you say that Maggie Maggie is being eaten by every person. So the kind of ad or the kind of promotional activity is being done by a Maggie and all uh, is of such a type that is being adopted by every person. You can place your Maggie ad on your radios and all. You can place your Maggie ad on your say on your ad on your typical ad of your banner and all. So basically, promotion is going to persuade the targeted audience. We do a marketing research. After that, we target the audience. Okay, this is my audience. I'm going to pitch the product to them, and they will buy it. So, uh, pitching or persuading are one and the same thing. You're actually making the consumer believe that this product is going to match your identity. Objectives of promotions, or to begin, you can say the what are the objectives that are going to actually drive the person. Promotion is an integral part of your marketing strategy. It is a powerful weapon that used excessively by today's marketer to achieve marketing goals in competitive environment. Marketing promotion is essentially a way to communicate the target market. Since the modern market characterized by over-informed consumer and over-flooded product, cutthroat competition and rapid changes make the promotion activity a crucial role to play. See, uh, people of today are over-informed, and why they are over-informed? Because of this particular thing called as internet. Now, this internet, what is internet doing? Internet is actually giving you a platform where you can find that okay, this is my need, this is what I want, and that is the product that is going to match my need. Now, if the particular product is not there in the market, you will demand for it. Say for example, if you're going to buy a particular bike, and you want that the bike should be classy, and it should have had those broad wheels and all, and with kind of that is going to match your persona and all. So you're going to, if you see if you see those pulsars and all, you feel that okay, it is good, but it's not matching my need. So basically, you have searched the net and you found that Avenger or Royal Enfield is actually going to match your need. Now, if this particular color of Avenger or this particular style of Avenger or particular style of your Royal Enfield is not there in the market, so you will uh, ask for it. And since you are over informed and you are over flooded by information, the concept of promotion has become really very tough. Now, the you cannot befool your consumers, though still we are being befooled, but you cannot befool your consumers in any other way. Now, particularly, there are certain objectives to stimulate the demand. Primary objective of promotion is to stimulate the demand through the use of appropriate means of your marketing promotions. See, by using the appropriate marketing promotions, you can actually stipulate your demand in such a manner that uh, the right product is being available to the right consumer. And how will you do it? Because the thing is that the moment you survey a market, say for example, you say that I want to launch a particular medicines for those who are fat. Now, what do you mean by fat? Does this capsule of yours actually going to reduce the weight, or is it going to reduce the belly aspect or the entire body fat? You make a survey of the people. You found that out of 100 of these consumers, 65 people are such that have those big plump and all. Now, what you did, you actually promoted your product or your capsule by making a fat man eating that tablet and turning into a slim person. What it has done? It has created a psychological aspect onto the mind of the consumer, and there the demand will stimulate, and automatically the demand of the product will go scorching enough. Now, it just by adopting some kind of techniques, a particular technique of hitting the intrinsic attribute of human, you have actually stipulated the demand. Now, promotion is making this thing happen at large to inform consumers. Now, basically, this was the objective of your promotions. So, the first was your stimulate the demand, then to inform the consumers. Now, with the help of your promotion activities, you can actually tell your consumers that what is the price, what are the features, what are the qualities, what are the things that are being available by the company to the people, and why do they need to buy it to persuade the consumer. Now, the moment you flash a ad with a bald person with a tree onto his head and saying, by coming to my clinic, I am actually going to make the hair grow as the tree grows in the soil. Now, if the consumer or any bald person looks to this particular thing, though he or she will find it very illogical, and this is a very illogical thing which most of the people of today's world do this type of activities, but the kind of persona or the internal persuasiveness or the persuading aspect will create an impact that at least give it a try or give it a thought to go to this place. And the moment you get one satisfied customer on whose head you have grown those very beautiful hairs, he will communicate this thing, and your company will, and the company and the sales of company will boost up. So your promotion actually persuades your consumer to promote a new product. It's a very great thing to promote a new product. Say for example, you're launching cream, or and mostly it is being done nowadays at all, that we all want to look very beautiful and all. So earlier it was said that only girls do this thing, but nowadays boys also do it. What they do, they go for a product. Say for example, a company is there and I'm not going to name the company because the company is actually doing this thing. What a company is doing, company has said that okay, the rough skin of boys do not need to match this product. We are making the product which is going to match the skin of the boys, and is going to make the boy look much fairer. Now this is the new product into the market. Now how will it promote, or how will the people will know? People will actually come to know when the ad will come into the market, or when any kind of, say, any banner or any kind of ad of such a kind, that a black man is using this particular person, or is using this particular cream and turning into a fair person. So it is actually the promotion which is doing this activity. Like in previous thing also, it is stimulating the demand, and it is informing the consumer, it is persuading the consumer. In the same manner, the new product or the brand of any of the brand, I'm not going to name the name of the brand because you all must be knowing this, the name of the brand itself. It is actually promoting the new product from the company's chain of products, that this is the product in the market which is if being used by the boys itself, they can turn themselves from black to fair. Face competition, to face competition, the promotion activities are going to make the things much more advanced, and to create and improve the image of the company. See, the image of the company can be improved by your promotional activities and all, and because you are adopting those promotional tools, they are capable of improving the reputation of your company. And just by creating promotional activities, say for example, if you say that uh, how has the image of Maggie improved? It improved because the moment Maggie said sorry, and they published a sorry note into those newspapers and all, it created an impact that such a big company is saying sorry to the consumer, and the consumer gave it a second thought and tried it again. And as the thing goes, that it started scorching. So the improvisation in the image of the company, the improvisation in the thought of the company. Say for example, those Asian Paints and all, or Maggie, or there are numerous of brands that has that fallen down or was on the verge of declining. But with an evolution or with an advancement of various of the techniques, they started improvising, or the promotion improvised and changed the methodology of the company itself. Ways to promote in the physical environment. Now, it is one of the very traditional method to actually promote a particular thing into the environment of physical and all. What you are doing, you are promoting a thing into an open place. You are actually promoting a thing into an open area where you are saying that okay, this is the product, and you are actually giving the coupon and all. You're promoting a product in an open environment. You can promote an environment on a show and a stage show like that, and create a demand. Traditional media. Traditional media are, say, classified in magazines, electronic medias, outdoor advertising, and all. You are actually creating a demand for the product. Digital media, you all know, just if you use Facebook, You use your Twitter handles, you use your Insta and all to promote your activities. You can do it in a very better manner and the best manner you want. Social media, uh, digital platform on, you can say, you can promote your particular product onto the websites and all, on Google, on any other things, or on the Facebook and all. Social media is particularly going to involve those things like Pinterest, Tumblr, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, and all, because they are the best method to actually promote your product. What you are doing, you are promoting the things in such a manner that it is being introduced to the masses in large sequence. Personalizing advertisements is another way that can well be for your brands. Now, what is this? This is actually using your personalized statements. Say, for example, start free trial, or or if you happen to open script.com, they say a free trial for this version, or when you buy a particular laptop, they say free trial version of Office 365. So what they are doing, they are actually creating a demand. They are saying that you can try it for say a month or two, and see that this version is actually adapting by your particular program or not. If yes, you can go for it. If no, you can wait, you can avoid it. So let's make a quick recap of it. What we have done till so far. We have covered the marketing ways to say how you want to say when you want to explain. We have done about the gravities of marketing and why it is important to us. We have done on what is the term marketing management all about, what is the importance of marketing management, what is the explanation of your promotion and all, what are the objectives of promotion, and ways to promote your particular product. Now, this was the mannerism which I have adopted in this particular chapter of yours, where I have given you the concept of promotion. And like in the next aspect, I will be telling you about your promotion mix and all, which is going to incorporate the activities or the elements of promotion, which is going to make the things much more clear. So, to the best of my ability, I have tried to work upon that what is the marketing management all about, and what is the term marketing, and how has promotional activities or the promotion term promotion, particularly promotion, has made the marketing a better place. If still there are certain doubts in your mind, you can come to my cubicle, you can ask me, you can write a mail to me, you can use my WhatsApp number also, or you can communicate to me directly after the class the way suits you. To the next lecture. Thank you.